What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Going to give you a little modal lesson today. Getting a little fancy. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the Dorian mode a little bit. All right, so I'm going to talk about one of those modes in this lesson. We're going to talk about the Dorian mode, which is mostly kind of a minor sounding scale. It's great for rock. It's kind of also the Santana scale a lot of the time, like in Oye Como Va. That's like a perfect example of the Dorian scale. Also, I have a link for a jam track that's perfect for the Dorian and this key and everything. So I've got a link down there, and you can check out that jam track. It's just another YouTube video. And the jam is in A. It's kind of an A blues rock kind of a jam. So you're always going to be able to play that classic minor pentatonic scale or that blues scale. You know? But a little more exotic sound could be thinking of it as this Dorian scale. Now the A Dorian scale is all the same notes and the same key, the same chords, everything as the G major scale. Okay, so let's just look at the G major scale for a second, because I'm telling you it's the exact same thing as A Dorian. Thus the term mode. It's a different function of the same thing. So here's the G major scale, and it's also the shape that we're going to use right now for this A Dorian kind of lesson. So the G major scale starts on a G note with the middle finger, and we go 3, 5. Then we've got 2, 3, 5 on the A string. Then we've got 2, 4, 5 on the D string. Same thing on the G string, 2, 4, 5. Then you've got 2 notes only on the B string, which would be 3, 5. Then you have 2, 3, 5. And listen to it. You can hear that major scale sound. Not very bluesy sounding, right? Or even doesn't sound minor either, does it? No. Well, each note of that major scale is also the root to a chord in that key. So G major scale is the key of G major. The G note is the root of a G major chord. The second note is the root of an A minor chord. The third note is a minor chord. The fourth is a major. The fifth is a major or dominant. The sixth is minor. And then the 7 is a kind of jazzy chord that's not used a lot, back to G major. And so those chords make up the key of G major. Now, here's where it becomes a mode. We take all that same stuff and the chords of it, but instead of hearing that G note or G chord as home bass, or where our ear hears it ending, we hear that. But if we change our ear now and think of the second note as home bass, and that would be an A minor chord, our ear gets used to that sound, we play that same scale. The only difference now is what feels like home and what we're thinking of as our home bass or our root note. Instead of G, we're just taking that second note, so now we're playing the second mode of G major. And if you play it from A to A and try and hear an A minor chord, so all I did was change what we're using as the tonal center or ground zero. Okay, so watch. Now if I just kind of play a little A blues or, A rock blues like the jam track. Now watch. I'm going to start right there because it's the root. Now you can still go down here, but that feels like home base, okay? And so how I usually use those, and most rock guys, would be to really still use a lot of that minor pentatonic idea, blues scale idea or sounds, and then just pepper in those other options to, add a more sophisticated sound. So you can actually play the A minor blues scale here with the root here. 5, 3, 5. So 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3. That's the A minor pentatonic scale below our favorite position. Can you hear how it's the same scale? Same thing. So if you can visualize that for your track. And then you've got that other scale. Okay, so a little food for thought for you. One last thing, this is a good way to kind of memorize scales and get your hands used to them so you can eventually improvise melodies and things. We'll start with our pinky on that root, just so we emphasize again what's going on here where we've got this root note. Okay, A minor, A Dorian, we're calling this right now, but it's all the same notes as G major. So we're going to go like this. Just going to go 3 up the scale, which would be. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since we started with that root note, then we're going to go 4 up from that one. Then we're going to go 4 up from that one, and you start to hear a sequence. So 4 up from here. Then it goes back, so 4 up from here. Put them together. See that? Then 4 from here. You hear those 3 together. And I would recommend practicing them in groups of 4 and get like the first 3 groups. See that? You can keep going up. And you can pick your own sequences out. And you know that you can do groups of 3, you can do groups of 2. There's all kinds of different combinations, but those little sequences really kind of get your hand around the scale. Plus, I've got tons of lessons on this at the site as well, like I said. But anyway, that's some food for thought for you. Hadn't done one of those in a while. So thanks for paying attention and hanging out. All right, there it was. Hope you got something from it. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, I've got that jam track. There's a link for it down there as well. And the site and all that. I appreciate the support very much. And hope to see you guys again real soon. See you later.